Welcome everybody. Because it's Pride Month, I don't know if this is coming out on the 1st of June, but I'm hoping to get as many Pride videos out as possible in the month of June to show as much support as I possibly can. My issue with the gaming side of it is I upload 28 videos a month. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find 28 games or even subreddits to read over that time, but I'm going to try and get as many out as I can. Today we're going to be reading r/coming out. I, 19-year-old male, told my mother I was gay today. To start with, I've known I was gay for years, yet I've never told anyone. Not a friend, not an acquaintance, and especially not a family member. The thought of coming out was near paralysing to me. I feared so much. I feared I'd be stuck. I feared I'd be shunned. I feared they'd treat me differently. I feared they'd kick me out. The fear of losing people I loved, my family. However, recently I started watching a show, Heartstoppers. It's quite a warm palate cleanser of a show, and yet it gave me the push of courage I needed. As such, I decided I wanted to tell my mother, the person I love and I'm closest to in the family. I tried to tamper my nerves the night before. I wrote motivation on my arm. I'm ready, I'm wonderful, and I'm strong. Listening to music, prepared words to say, etc. And yet my nerves didn't loosen much. I could barely fall asleep. Even with these nerves, I managed to push through the anxiety and started the talk. Now, it wasn't smooth, it wasn't perfectly direct at first, but it was the best I could do. I literally started with the question, are you good at keeping secrets? Thankfully, my mother seemed to sense that I wanted to say something. Eventually, after much internal struggle, I managed to get to the hardest part, just saying, I'm gay. She actually reacted with such kindness I didn't expect. She didn't deny my feelings. She held my hand. She said, I love you. I'm honestly getting a bit teary just thinking about this. In my head, I had so much fear and doubt about how she might handle this, yet she took it so well. She even said that she kind of suspected it, that she had a hunch when I was 2, and I pointed at a hot guy on the cover of one of her romance novels and said, I like him, which is so silly. I don't think I've ever felt such relief as I did in that moment. Now, don't get me wrong, my body is still in fight, flight or freeze, so I kind of ran away soon after to process everything that just happened. Overall, I wanted to share this moment of my life that touched me so deeply, gave me hope within my many fears and doubts. Oh, that is an adorable story. I'm so pleased it went well for you. I understand that, like, the flight, fright or freeze, it's because of the adrenaline. That doesn't just disappear as soon as the thing's over. So it took a while to decompress. I get that completely. But yeah, you're incredibly brave. It's a brave thing to do. You felt like you were risking losing your entire world. Thankfully, your mum came through for you. Let's read the comments. Congratulations, young dude. I teared up reading this. Thanks for sharing this. Your post may be just what someone needs to read to take that next step like you did. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted to read this one. It's a very brave young man to actually come out to his family and share it on Reddit. I mean, I know we don't know who he is, but that's still brave, and I'm impressed. First, welcome to the fam. It took me 2 hours for what it took you 20 minutes. Coming out isn't easy to do when you're the person coming out. And like you, the first person I told was my mother. And finally got it out. And she just looked at me and said, son, I've known. I like it. I love it. That was the end of me being in the closet. That is the day my whole world changed. No more dodging, and the one person who meant the most to me, loved me no matter what, was in my corner. Everything changed. It was easy and it was worth it. I'm 54 now, married for 22 years, and yes, my mother loves him too. That's adorable. And that, with you coming out, was, well, since you've been married for 22 years, so you came out over 22 years ago, which was even harder than it is now. I know it's all relative to, like, family and stuff, but you know what I mean. Coming out is hard. We're a very queer, friendly family. My ex, his wife, me, and the kids. And 2 of the kids still had initial struggles before coming out. There couldn't have been much doubt about being supported, given how basically we bleed rainbows anyway, and it still didn't feel easy to them. I'm very proud and I'm happy for you. See, I wanted to read that because it was just such a wholesome coming out story, and I wanted to share that with people, and I'm happy that OP shared that with everybody as well. This is the second I'm coming out story. Is losing my family worth it? So, I'm a bisexual guy. I have known about it for years, and honestly, it's been hard keeping the secret from my family. My family are very loving and have always been supportive of whatever I do and want to do. But above all, they are Christians who don't accept people like me. I do not know if telling them I'm bisexual is something I should do. I've run every scenario in my head, and it keeps coming back to unnecessary conflict. It's leading me to losing my family over something as stupid as being fucking gay. I'm jobless, I don't live on my own, I live with my parents, my sister and her boyfriend. I don't have an income, I rely on my parents, I'm stuck at home. I can't go anywhere without them. I can't go out with my friends without causing suspicion. I'm introverted and never do that, even though I want to now. Being bisexual isn't the only thing too. I'm also a femboy at heart, and I want to express myself fully. I'm 26 years old and I'm just lost. I feel like being bisexual is a curse, and I don't see any benefit with me coming out. I can't lose my family just because I'm against their Christian values and the religion in its entirety. Would it be fucked up of me to start conflict and in the process hurt both them and myself? I have no idea what to do, what to think, or should I do anything at all? Am I overthinking? Is my brain the problem? I just don't know. So I'm wary to give you advice because it's way too familiar to have. I don't want to advise you incorrectly because this is a serious subject, and unfortunately suicide rates for people not being who they truly are so high, and I hope and pray, although I'm not religious, that you don't fit into that, dude. I am worried about your mental health. I'm also a little bit concerned about a sentence you said, you can't go out with your friends without causing suspicion. So do you feel like every time you socialise with people that your parents think you're gay? I don't know if I've missed something in that context, but that's very sad that you're 26 and you can't even just go out with your friends. That would do you the absolute world of good. But let's see what advice the comments can give. You need to get a job and be independent before coming out to them. You may be at risk of being homeless and broke by doing that. Get yourself focused on finding a job and building an independent life for yourself. There are wonderful people out there who will accept you for who you are. If your blood family decides to shun you, it's their loss. It doesn't sound like a good idea at this point till you're employed and supporting yourself. Yeah, see, that's a tricky one. I think that's not helping you feel very trapped in your situation. The fact that you aren't financially independent, you're not socially independent, and you completely rely on them, so you're gonna stay trapped unless you change something big time. I know it's hard when you're introverted. Trust me, I'm introverted and find it very, very hard to get out there and meet people and make friends, and to be honest, most of the time I don't. But I don't live with family, I live on my own. I'm in a very different situation. I'm gonna hopefully find some contacts to pop up on this video, probably near the end of the video, for just like the Trevor Project. I know is an American site that helps gay teens and young people, and I'll see what else I can find and I'll pop them at the end of the video. But let's read the third story first. This is another wholesome one to end on. Well, this was weirder than expected. I sent my dad a coming out message last night. Big paragraph that was mainly me just freaking out and crying. I've been working up to it for a long time. He didn't see it till the morning, left me on read for a while, finally just responded to my paragraph with, "Love ya." Fell asleep, woke up, sent me money on PayPal, unrelated to the coming out, he was planning on doing that anyway, and messaged me asking if I'd seen any birds today, one of my hobbies, and saying that he'd sent me a few bucks. Weirdest experience I've ever had, and I assume this is good, but does anyone speak 50-something redneck father? This is absolutely positive. That's him dealing with it in the most undramatic way possible, but letting you know he still loves you. He cares. It was just no drama. That's the best coming out. Let's see what the comments have to say. What can I say? He loves you just the way you are. Maybe he already suspected something, so it didn't really surprise him. How old are you, by the way? What about your mum? I won't be able to tell mine anymore. Don't wait too long for conversations like this. And then OP says, I'm 21, graduating college in a few weeks, so I felt I really needed to get it off my chest. Everything I've been hiding about myself and my relationship. They're divorced. Mum knew some stuff and had a bad reaction when I was younger. I gave her a heads up as well before my dad responded, just because I was freaking out, and she didn't seem really super bothered. Said a couple of things that were a little hurtful, but overall it was a lot better than the things she said when I was a kid, so I tried not to let it mean anything to me. Ugh, both have been a little awkward, but overall a lot less dramatic than I thought it would be. Probably because, like you said, they pretty much knew, probably because I'm not at all subtle, haha. I don't know if anyone will change when they come to visit me in person and see me for my full self and possibly meet my partner. So I don't think you'll have a problem with your dad. He just seems chill. Your mum, on the other hand, sounds like a bit of a douchebag. Oh, I'm sorry about that, dude. But at least you got your dad, and I honestly think when he sees you for the first time, he'll probably be pretty nonchalant about it, which is exactly what you want. Last comment says, parents should support us, not try to shape our lives according to their expectations. It hurts, but that's the reality. I was accepted by my partner's parents and get along with them very well, and they truly support us. I also received support from my father. Unfortunately, I never told my mother. I regret it now because she is very ill and no longer remembers who I am. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I was most afraid of telling my father about my orientation because he used to make jokes about gay people. In the end, I regret telling him so late because his support really surprised me. Oh, that's good. I'm glad he came through for you. It means he accepts and loves you and that your coming out has changed nothing. Yeah, that's exactly what I got from the dad's reaction. Absolutely spot on reaction. No drama. Hopefully I've put some contacts in the end of this video, so if you need help or support, please reach out. Love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.